Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Nisida, one of the lecturer of English Language Center, UIN Maulana Malik Ibrahim Malang. Today, I'm going to share you some materials about news in Unit 7. First, let me begin by asking you some questions. How often do you listen to or read news? And what news do you like to update? I'm sure that the answer will be varied. Some of you may watch or listen to the news every day, or maybe on special occasion only. Some topics like politics might interest you very much, not for your friends. They may like updating news about music, sports, and entertainment. How important news in our life actually, and why we should learn about news? In this unit, you will learn some materials focusing on listening and speaking concerning news reporting. You are expected to understand important aspects to deliver news in various contexts. So, let's begin by knowing what is news. News is information about an event that currently happened around us. It could be presented in the form of printed information, word of mouth, broadcasting, or through electronic media of communication. News also strengthens by the comment or testimony of the witness, and sometimes it is also supported by experts' opinion in order to make it more convincing and reliable. News frequently presents various topics such as war, education, government, health, environment, economy, business, fashion, and entertainment. In order to deliver news, we need to pay attention to newsworthy aspects or how important our news to be delivered. The same event of the news may have different reactions from the viewers. The more interesting the news that you share, the more attention will be given. But how to know that our topic is interesting enough to be shared? Let's practice on feeling which topic do you think will be more interesting. A. Royal wedding ceremony, or B. The marriage of my neighbor. Concerning these two topics, more people will think that royal wedding ceremony is more interesting than your neighbor's wedding party, right? Many people will know that the royal family and really curious with what happened to them. Next, a topic about a car killing a chicken and a car killing a child. Which of the two topics do you think will grab people's attention? Topic about car accident killing a kid will grab more people's reactions or comment rather than a car accident killing a chicken. The same reaction may occur when 55-year-old man marrying a girl aged 15. People might protest, comment, or get angry when they know about the news. Meanwhile, if 24-year-old man married 20-year-old girl, they may regard it as a very common news. Now, you know which topic is interesting to the people. Next, we are going to learn more about the structure of the news. Most of the news will have similar structure. Overall, news will begin by introducing the headline of the news. After that, newsworthy of the event will be presented. Newsworthy covers summarized information about the event. It is used to grab the people's attention towards the topic. Then, the detailed information is elaborated in the form of explanation about what, when, where, why, and how the case or event happened. The news then confirmed by the opinion or testimony from the experts. Now, we are going to discuss the structure of the following news. Which one or which part do you think will be the headline of the news? Yes, the title is the headlines of the news. It is written interestingly in order to attract people's attention. Next, on the first paragraph, it is basically the newsworthy of the event. It explains the summarized information about the whole thing of what happened in the news. It is also then explained with the background of the event, covering some information about how the event happened, what happened actually, where it happened, when it happened, and how the impact of this case towards the victims. The opinion of the experts, Mr. Sutopo, is considered as the source of the news because it confirms what the people or the person saying about the case, and the person is categorized as an expert of disaster management agency whose opinion is regarded to be reliable and also trusted. Some students commonly have problems dealing with understanding the information presented by the news anchor. The news anchor sometimes read the news very fast, and students with beginning level may have difficulty to get the meaning and also to catch the words that is spoken. In order to deal with these kinds of problems, we have some tips that you can apply during listening. First, pay attention to the topic of the news. Each topic will contain several keywords that is commonly unique and also different from the other topics. News commonly cover topics about health, politics, economics, education, and accident. If you understand the topic, you can easily make a map in your mind about the news and try to get the keywords from the news. Keywords will help you analyze the detailed information. If the topic about health, for example, the frequently most appear words are probably virus, doctors, disease, illness, and the spread of the virus. If the topic about economy, you will find some words such as stocks market, exports, imports, funding, and etc. Next, pay attention to the detailed information. Remember, each news contains newsworthy of the event, which means that there were information about who involved in the case, where the case happened, what is the case about, when the case happened, and how the case or the event happened. While listening, you can also make a note to make you understand and easier to get the whole information shared through the news. Then, analyze the source of the news. The person who shared the information will give you guidance on what is happening actually and how the case will be solved. And also, the opinion of the witness may help you to understand what is actually happened from the first until the end of the case. In order to test your understanding about the topic of a news, let's do the following exercise. Listen to the following news and identify the topic of the news. Choose the correct answer, A or B, according to the information shared by the speaker.
Unit 19. The News. Page 74. 2. Let's listen. These are the beginnings of news reports. What kind of reports are they? Listen and circle the correct answer. 1.
The stock market in New York suffered heavy losses today. U.S. exports declined for the third month in a row.
2.
15 people were injured in a collision between a tourist bus and a truck on Highway 27 this morning.
3.
Police are investigating the theft of a diamond necklace worth $30,000. The necklace was stolen from the Serena department store on Saturday.
4.
Over 25,000 people turned out last night at Flushing Meadows to watch the finals of the U.S. Open tennis tournament.
5.
75,000 fans of singer Elton John were disappointed last night. His free outdoor concert at Central Park had to be postponed because of heavy rain.
6.
A severe storm caused traffic to come to a stop on all major highways. The airport was forced to close down most of the morning.
Now let's discuss your answer. Number 1. The answer is, or the topic is, about economics because it discusses several things related to stock markets, losses, exports, and decline. This is commonly words that appear in the economic topic. Next, for number 2, the topic is about accident because the speaker said that there are injured people, collisions between truck and a bus. So this is commonly type of an accident words or words which describe how an accident happened. Then number 3, the topic is a crime because there is a theft. Theft means thief, diamond stolen in a department store. So this is related to crime. And number 4 is about sports. There is a special keyword, tennis, tournament, vinyl. So this is commonly occur in sports topic. Number 5 is entertainment. The speakers say information about the fans, singer, concert that is postponed. So this is related to entertainment. Number 6 is disaster. There is a special keyword over there, storm, which commonly occur in natural disaster. Now you already learned about the topic or try to investigate the topic of the news by describing or finding the keywords that is spoken by the speaker. Next, you are tested to understand the information about what, who, where, when, and how something or a case happened by following video. Watch the following video and then try to answer number 1 up to 5 questions.
It has the highest COVID-19 mortality rate in Asia, hovering at around 8 to 9%. Indonesia also has the most number of coronavirus deaths in the region, second only to China.
To be honest, the government's early response of their tackling of the COVID-19 pandemic has been substandard from the very beginning. If you recall earlier in the year when China, when South Korea, Singapore, countries around the region started declaring their coronavirus counts, Indonesia was still very much in denial about how many cases they had. They even declared that they didn't have any COVID-19 cases well until early March.
Indonesia has been ramping up its fight against COVID-19. But there's concern that the move may have come too little, too late.
The phone is ringing and tells our mother passed away. It's completely blown my mind, drowning in the sadness.
They were only given 4 to 5 hours to prepare all the funeral arrangements, and only his wife and a priest from the church were allowed to be at the funeral.
Can you imagine the one you love? No one can come, only my wife and one priest from our church.
Indonesia's health ministry has admitted that the mortality rate of 9% is much higher than the global average. But the true number of COVID-19 related deaths may never be known.
The majority of observers know that the figures that are being released by the government is perhaps far from accurate. If we look at the numbers of admissions to hospitals alone, if we look at the numbers, the higher levels of mortality rates across cities, across Indonesia alone, we know that this number is not correct. So the danger of using this kind of figures as a measure to how well Indonesia doing is dangerous because it's just simply misleading.
Does Indonesia, a country known for its inadequate medical infrastructure, have the resources to handle the rising number of patients?
Indonesia has one of the lowest testing rates in the world. So far, the country has only tested around 108,000 people, which means it has tested only around 319 people per 1 million population, which is much lower than Vietnam, for example, who has tested more than 2,600 people per 1 million population.
Indonesia faces a severe shortage of vital breathing devices to treat people with the disease. According to the Health Ministry, Indonesia has just over 8,000 ventilators nationwide for a population of 270 million people. It also has 2.7 critical care beds for every 100,000 patients.
And then we look at the number of hospital and number of physicians or doctors. They're all far below the demand.
According to a 2017 WHO survey, the country only has 4 doctors for every 10,000 people. well behind Malaysia, which has 15 in terms of doctor-to-patient ratio. There's been an extremely high mortality rate among healthcare workers. As of early May, the pandemic has killed 38 doctors and 17 nurses.
This is due to lack of facility, like PPE, for example. Indonesia's healthcare at the moment is on the brink of breaking down because there's just so many patients.
Pernah disampaikan bahwa ini kita masih di fase awal gitu. Yang mana begitu nanti pertumbuhan tinggi, tenaga medis sudah nggak mencukupi lagi. Baik dari sisi fasilitas rumah sakit, kamar, maupun tenaga medis sendiri. Karena tenaga medis terbatas.
President Jokowi has reallocated some $26 billion from the 2020 budget to fund the fight against COVID-19. The government has also recently built a specialist hospital on Galang Island in Riau to treat COVID-19 patients from across the nation. A team of Indonesian engineers are also working around the clock to produce compact ventilators.
Of course, these have to be supported by follow-up policies so that these steps could be effective.
But in a dramatic turn of events, the government has signaled that it will ease some of the social restrictions to curb the spread of the virus. This is despite criticisms from epidemiologists who warned against easing such restrictions too early unless it has strong evidence to show that the coronavirus curve has been flattened. Amid the economic downturn caused by the COVID-19 outbreak, according to government estimates, some 5.2 million people will lose their jobs and almost 4 million Indonesians will fall into poverty.
Indonesia is facing a tough choice at the moment, right? Whether to safeguard its economy or save the lives of its citizens. And a lot of governments around the world are facing the very same choice right now. When to open up restrictions, what to do next, etc.
Now it's time for you to practice your speaking. You have learned about what is news reporting in the previous slides, and now it's time for you to practice of what you have known about the news. You are assigned to be a news anchor. So, in order to be a news anchor on a news program, there are some of the things that you need to know. You have to follow the following steps. A good news anchor is a person who can narrate or explain a news in a very well-structured steps. There are 3 things that you need to understand before you prepare your narration. The first, begin your narration by greeting your audience and introduce yourself. Or in this case, you do the opening. For example, good morning viewers, welcome to Liputan Berita Siang. I'm Nina, will inform you some important news on today, 7th of March, 2020. The next thing that you have to do after the opening is presenting the detailed information about the news. When the topic is about COVID-19, you have to clearly explain the newsworthy of the event and also the background of the event. Remember, you have to involve what, where, when, why, and how in the information that you give to the people. Don't forget to close your presentation. Give the very brief summary and also greet your audience before you leave your session. your presentation by saying thank you, have a nice day, don't go anywhere, see you on the next program. Those kinds of things will appreciate your listener or viewers. As a part of a model for you, watch the following video in order to understand and make you clear how to be a news anchor of a TV station.
Audio Jungle.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning viewers, back with me Delphina on Breaking News. I will accompany you for a few minutes to spread the actual news. Okay viewers, a snatcher who says a student back in city of Medan, North Sumatra was arrested by the police after the action was viral on social media. The perpetrators in action, two people says the victim's back and captured in the CCTV. The offender, who was against the police, was shot in the leg. Okay, we are connected with Mrs. Delphi. Mrs. Delphi will reporting in police station. Okay viewers, now I'm in the police station. In CCTV footage, seen a college student who was walking suddenly grabbed his back by two motorcyclists on the Pimpinan Street, Medan City, North Sumatra. As a result, Maharani fell and was injured in the head. Based on CCTV footage that was viral on social media, the police managed to arrest one of the two perpetrators along with the evidence of a jacket and also the shoes the perpetrator wore while in action. During the arrest, the perpetrators fought until they were shot in the leg by the police.
There are two thieves. One has been arrested and another one still in search.
The perpetrators are known to be recidivists of the same case and have only been released from prison for 2 months. As a result of his action, the perpetrators were sentenced to 12 years in prison while the other perpetrators were still being chased by the police. Okay, back again to studio. Okay viewers, that is the news today. If you have critique and suggestion, please visit us in www.breakingnews.com. I am Delphina and all of Breaking News crew say thank you for watching. See you next Sunday on the same time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Now, after you see the models of a news anchor in a TV station, it's time for you to practice your speaking. You have a job and pretend that you are a news anchor in a news program. You can choose one of the following topics to make your report, including health, economy, technology, education, traveling, politics, and entertainment. Make sure that your report will cover 3 structures of reporting, including opening, body, and conclusion. Well, okay, everyone, this is the last slide. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully that this video will help you understand the news item and how to be a news anchor in a professional way. Thank you. Have a nice day.